Monday once again, everyone. Bryan Devore, Devore Realty Group, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, California Properties with another Monday market moment. And as the market is shifting right now, what numbers matter most? We are shifting a little bit into a more balanced market. So what numbers do we want to look at to predict the future? I'll give you my answer in just a little bit, but first let's look at the most current stats. Right now we have 6,366 homes for sale in San Diego County. It's an increase of 163 from last week with a median list price of 984,443, slight drop. Average days on market 48. Number of pending sales right now, 2276, slight decrease of 6 from last week. No change in the median list price of 889. Average days on market, 32. Months of inventory going up, 3.21. We're definitely more in a balanced market, over 3 months of inventory. Here's a chart showing total actives and total pending sales. The upward trajectory continues for a number of active listings. The trajectory of pending sales continuing to decline. Here is Stephen Thomas's reports on housing, most recent charts. You can see where we're at on active listings, still below where we were before COVID, but well above where we have been over the last few years. And then demand, which is number of homes that go pending in the last 30 days, dropping and above where we were 2 years ago, which is good, but still below where we were last year and well below where we were in 2022 and before COVID. How many homes came on the market last week? 955, increase of 104 versus last week. Big jump. Median list price of 949, 999. New pendings were also up though, up 50 versus last week. So that's encouraging to see. 373 homes went pending with a median list price of 899. Average days on market 29. New pendings listed within the last week 23. Within the last 2 weeks 114. So a couple weeks ago, only 3% of homes were selling in a week or less. Now 6% of homes that went pending last week were only on the market for a week. 31% were on the market for 2 weeks. How many homes closed escrow? 386, an increase of 30 versus last week. Median list price 909,950, higher than it was the week before. Also higher than the week before was the median sales price of $920,000. Average days on market 28. Least expensive sale, I think this is the first time we've seen Pine Valley come in, $265,000. Not the first time we've seen Rancho Santa Fe had the most expensive sale, $12,250,000. The chart showing new active, new pendings, and new closed sales. The number of new listings coming on the market each week continues to grow. Good news, the number of pendings went up last week after a drop the week before. Slight increase in the number of homes that closed. And then here is the chart showing median list price and median sales price continuing to stay strong. Okay, the most recent North San Diego County Association of Realtors Homedex report came out. These are the sales for May. Breaks it out into 4 different quadrants. You have East County, Metro, which is downtown and areas around there, North County, and South County. As a whole, it's a mix. Median sales price was up in East and Metro, down in North and South counties. Days on market were higher for all of them. With the least was 21.1% in Metro. Closed sales were down in every single quadrant. Here's East County. You can see number of homes for sale higher than it was last year. Number of closed sales down. Months of supply 2.9. And the report also breaks it out into zip code, which we'll get to in just a moment. When you look at the numbers that are mattering the most, Metro, way more homes for sale now than we had last year. About twice as many homes as we had on the market just a couple years ago. But the number of closed sales going down. Months of supply up. 21% to 3.4 months. North San Diego County, we have 2731 homes for sale, more than the year before, more than the year before that. Closed sales down a little bit, 3.3 months of inventory there. Days on market up 22.7%. South County, we actually have fewer homes for sale in South County this year than we did last year. The number of closed sales was about the same. Months of supply, therefore, went down 11% to 2.4, but days on market was up versus last year by 52.6%, up to 29. So what numbers matter the most? I took out this section of North County. Let's look at Carlsbad. There's four different zip codes in the city of Carlsbad. And you can see, of course, we've talked about how zip code matters and neighborhood matters because the market is not universal. It is very specific to the location. 92008, median sales price was down, but and also down in 92010, but up in 92009 and up in 92011. I'm not sure we want, I mean, looking at median sales price, it's helpful, but it doesn't really tell us which way the market is necessarily going. Prices will follow activity. If there's lots of activity, prices go up. Not much activity, prices may go down. I like to look at days on market and closed sales. Looking at closed sales, they were down in '08 and '09 and 92011, but actually up 137% in 92010. Way more sales this year than last year. Um, but days on market were up 11.6%. They were up in all four zip codes of Carlsbad. I think looking at days on market is very important. The longer homes stay on the market, the more likely you'll see price reductions, the more likely you'll see lower prices and less activity. So I think the numbers we really want to focus on, closed sales is very important, which follows days on market. Pricing matters, of course. We want to see what prices are doing, but really, if we're looking to sell a home, we want to see days on market, number of closed sales, what kind of activity we're seeing out there. And if you're looking to buy a home, those numbers matter as well. That's it for this week's Monday Market Moment. Don't forget to scan the QR code to track your home's value. If you want to see the Home Dex report and see your zip code and what it's doing, feel free to give me a call, send me a text or an email. Be glad to get that over to you. Hope you have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you next Monday in the next Monday Market Moment.